Can you settle down early and just treat it like any other game? I think the team that gets into their rhythm the quickest, Mike, is going to be the one that has the best chance to find themselves holding that Lamar Hunt trophy at the end.
The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. And they're led by the #1 overall pick in 2021, national champion at LSU, it's Joe Burrow.
We talked to him earlier in the week, Mike, and he tried to downplay this as just another game, but I think after seeing him on the field during warm-ups, that's gone out the window. You can tell it's starting to set in just how big of an opportunity this really is. They've outlasted every team in the AFC except for the one they're about to face. And if they're able to beat them, man, they'll have a chance to do something really special. But for that to happen, they're going to need him to lead the way as they try to overcome this intimidating atmosphere. And if he does that, they could be holding the Lamar Hunt trophy in just a few short hours.
Burrow working in the pistol. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. We'll send a tight end in motion right. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Down to the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Bengals. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals have struck first in the AFC Championship game. They're out to a 7-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. Here comes the Denver offense, set to take over for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
Mike, when you're grinding away in the midst of training camp, these are the moments that you fantasize about. However, it's no longer a fantasy for either of these two teams. It's their reality, and it's up to them to seize the opportunity in front of them. But for that to happen, they're going to need a big game out of their quarterback, and if he plays the way he's capable of, they could be just a few hours away from heading to the Super Bowl.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own. Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. No Won't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he will have a Broncos first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Denver.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense ready now for their second drive. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Slot man in motion left. And he will have the first down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that first down. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. Here's a first carry for their running back, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. So a quarter in the books in the AFC Championship. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in Denver. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Play action now. It's Burrow. He'll get this out wide. And he won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to lose a yard as he steps out of bounds. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? One of the tight ends motions right. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. That is going to be caught by the rookie wideout. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
You can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Off the read, here's Burrow. And he'll take this forward for about 5.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
They send him right out of the slot. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Looking for a third down conversion on this drive, and they only need a foot. They go play action for Burrow. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Now, following the play, we're going to get a... An injured Bronco. A troubling development here in this AFC title game. They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. Burrow. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. On is McPherson for the extra point. These kicks not a given in the snow, but this one is good. And the Bengals will move out to a 14-7 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This fielded at about the 9. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Broncos offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense about ready to take over once more. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. A troubling development here in this AFC title game. We have a tight end motioning left here. On first and 10, Burrow. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's second and 10. Slot man in motion right. Now a second down throw for Burrow. To the right side here, pass. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. 2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. They'll come up here first and 10. They bring a tight end in motion left. Burrow now to throw on first down. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. Burrow now. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. Through the falling snow. Is good. And the Bengals move out in front. The new score, 17-14. He'll start at the 4. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Now, faking the give. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Ball security, a must in these conditions. Fair catch called for and taken without issue. The Bengals offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. So now the Bengals use their 3rd and final timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down. Throwing is Burrow. He's going to take a shot down the field. And they will get him down at the 35-yard line. A first down throw for Burrow. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bengals going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Which one of these two clubs is going to be Super Bowl bound? We'll find out in just a little bit. But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half and the right to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl as we hand things back over to Mike Tirico. The big story thus far has really been the snow. It's made footing treacherous. And if the forecast holds, it's only going to get worse. But I can tell you as a fan, these are the games you love to watch. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
All right, Coach, thank you. The snow continuing to fall as we ready ourselves for the second half to follow. This is fielded inside the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll run. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
He'll get this down to the 44, but that's about it. 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll take this down inside the 35. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. He'll drop to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Quick throw, taken in, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Open space inside the 10. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Broncos have taken the lead by a point here in the 3rd. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Out goes. Motion the slot man left. On 1st down, Burrow gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be...
That's down the field and intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this. Oh, he's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to air this one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He completes this one to Mechie. His first catch here in this AFC title game, and it's a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball, Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. In trouble, and down he goes.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on 2nd down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to 3rd. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle.
This one intercepted. Oh. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They'll motion a tight end right. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. And the Broncos will take over here just shy of the 30.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Broncos offense ready to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Oh, that swung out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
All right, so that's consecutive drives now. You've come out here and thrown interceptions. I think at this point, Mike, it's time to run the ball. It's time to give this offense a little bit of a reset, settle this quarterback down. And if nothing else, let's cool off this secondary. They are flying to the ball. They are taking chance after chance. Let's remove them from the defense for a while, make them defend the run, and let's get our offense back on track.
1 quarter remains here in the AFC. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They go play action for Burrow. A throw on the move is caught. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Burrow to throw. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he is on the chalk, stepping out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. That's a loss of 3 on the play. In motion now, it's Miller. Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. He's going to keep it himself. And he will score. Joe Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time. So that challenge, a successful one. In motion now, it's Miller. They'll keep it on the ground. And looked like he may have had a lane, but the defense shut it down quickly. He did not get in. And it'll be second down. They'll stick to the ground. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That one, take it in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Got him in, left side. It's caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start. So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They'll look to throw yet again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. This one caught by Mechie. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Open man, left side. He's got it. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Back to the air one more time. This one caught at the 4. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Now, 2nd and goal. He'll run. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Broncos. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. So now, an extra point really doesn't help that much. He'll try to go for 2 and make the difference 3. That's going to be caught. They get the 2 points. Man, this could turn out to be important. The lead goes to 3 here in the 4th quarter. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the 2 sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Now he'll run. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end. 2nd down, 8 for the 1st down. They'll run here. He's got room to the 45. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down. They'll drop to throw. He's going to run it. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. On 1st and 10, Burrow. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
McPherson now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Bengals have taken a 4-point advantage.
Broncos 29.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Broncos offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. Here's 1st down. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. The game hanging in the balance and a critical 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. That pass pinballing around and it ends up in the hands of the receiver. Wow. Catch number 7 so far in this one and a 1st down. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And flags come out. That's batted down. It's incomplete, but it looked like early contact. Let's check the call. Here we go. First and goal. He'll check this down to the running back.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
So second down, and they'll run it. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
What a game this has been. It hangs in the balance until the very end, yet somehow they get a touchdown here late, Mike, and it looks like they're going to be able to pull this one out in the final seconds of the game.
Just 1 second, all that remains in the football game as the kick is away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up for first and 10. Here we go. One final play. He's going to look for the home run ball. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So this will wind up a win for the Broncos, as they will lift the Lamar Hunt Trophy. They are off to the Super Bowl in 2 weeks as champions of the AFC.